second line. Do that second line. Do that second line. Do it right on time. Do that second line. 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 Do it right on time. Second line, do that second line, do that second line, do that second line, do it right on time. It's your last chance to dance, 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 last chance to dance. Do that second line, do that second line. Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimba White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. It is Free Your Mind Friday, and welcome. Grab yourself a comfortable chair, a mug, or a tumbler of your favorite frosty or steamy adult beverage. Mind your manners. Say good morning and sit a spell with us here for the next 3 hours on the front porch as we cruise the news with a New Orleans focused scope. And we home. We are located on the historic campus of Xavier University at the foot of the overpass on Norman C. Francis Parkway. So you can reach us at www.wbok1230.com or join us in the group chat on Facebook, on YouTube, or even on Instagram. Here on this Free Mind Friday, it is August 28th. It is the weekend that my son will turn 21. My God. 21 is insane. I can't believe it, but he the Virgo that he is already scheduled the things that he wants to take care of this weekend in celebration of his birthday, and I can't wait to join him. But yeah, hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing this morning? I hope that you all had a good night. This weekend, I don't even know, and I'm not gonna even try and figure out what it needs to go. I'm just praying that I have enough energy to pop and do whatever I need to. But definitely gonna be outside in these streets. 504-582-9422. Hello, Elwin.
Good morning, Kim, and how you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you this morning?
I'm just great.
Good. What's
Um,
going on?
oh, nothing much. What you gonna do this weekend?
I don't know. I mean, like I know tomorrow CJ has 2 gigs. I don't know what's on my agenda so much. It sounds like you're sitting by the fan or the radio cuz I'm getting a lot of interference.
I'm gonna.
Where are
Got it.
you right now?
I
Where's
am by the radio. You
Yes,
got it right.
move
I'm
away
not by the fan.
this time. This time. So it sounded a little better. So yeah, what are you getting into? You got some concerts? Are you going out with your group? What you got going on this weekend?
No, we're not going out with the group, but I'm gonna check out the Saints tonight, and I might go somewhere later on uh, tomorrow somewhere.
Okay.
Um, so I don't
You
know.
don't know.
I don't know that yet for sure.
Mm,
But and then again, I might just sit at home. I don't know.
you don't
I
know.
haven't figured it out.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. So,
Um, so it's been a morning. It's been a morning.
what's been happening this morning?
Well, it's been a quiet morning, like it usually be. I mean, I got up, I did my exercise. Some of my exercise, I got to finish them off when I come. When later on, when I come back, I'm going out
Mhm.
to AT&T today,
All right.
and so I'll be back later on. I don't know. I was I was playing a concert from somebody yesterday, and I can't think of who it was. But oh, it was the Monterey Pop Festival with Otis Redding and who else?
What year of our
The
Lord was
Who.
that?
Oh, that was '67.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1967. That was the year that I think that was the year that Otis Redding got killed in the plane crash. Also,
Ah.
Um, well, it's amazing how the music has changed from that day to this one.
Say more about that.
I say it's amazing how that music changed from that day to this one.
That's what I'm saying. Say more about that. What's the change?
Well, the change is more. It was more of a well, they had more technology than they did back then, but the sound was a little bit more. You could more understand the sound of the horns and everything, and how everybody was playing together instead of everybody doing it in one studio and another studio. So
We still have bands that make good music and artists that make good music. It just doesn't get the mainstream play all the time. But there's a
yeah,
lot of
but
good artists that make good music still out here.
yeah, but yeah, but Kim, it's not like everybody was in the studio together, you
Sometimes
know.
it depends on the genre. But sometimes yeah.
But they were more like was more had the sound. In other words, they everybody had their sound together, and it's more like everybody was in in focus together with everything.
What you mean? I don't understand what you mean by this.
I mean, everybody knew what. I mean, they knew what they was doing today, but it's more like a separation today. You play in this studio, I play in this studio. We get it all together on video. We put it all together, but it wasn't like that. Everybody just did everything together. It was no video back in those days.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But I'm listening.
Well, I mean, it was like I said, it was more like a collective sound back then. Like like the Isley Brothers. You know, the Isley Brothers been in music a long time,
I know. Longer than I've been alive.
and like they was in music before I was born. So
Hmm.
they they were more like the brothers was more like family than what people are today.
That's that's a reach. I mean, maybe you're not as vested in the artists that are around because we do have cohesive music. We do have comprehensive music. We also have music that uplifts still. It's just not I guess mainstream play a whole lot. But there are a lot of artists that are putting out really good, really loving, really culturally relevant music. It just doesn't get the spins. But that doesn't mean that the new music that's in right now doesn't have any value. It's a snapshot of where we are in time. Like
Right.
what we're doing now.
I mean, did they have videos back in those days? Like,
The first video that I remember being aware as a music video was when MTV came out, and that was what 1981, 82, something like that.
yeah, I mean, they didn't have no videos like they got today.
What
I
they
mean, they
would
didn't
do
have
though
videos,
is
period.
pull live performances and create videos from that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, it's interesting now, but it was more interesting back the way they did it. It was more creative back then.
That's still a reach because you can't say that these kids don't have creativity. They have it in spades. So I'm not going to that one I can't let fly. Creativity abounds us, and for people who are able to capitalize and create more art through what it is that they do, that's creativity, that's artistry, that's what real artistry is. Wanting to replicate a sound that no longer exists. I mean, I understand the desire of missing days of old, but that's not necessarily talent. It's copycat, and we have a lot of that too. But there's still original music and original sounds that are coming out of um that are coming out with these kids, and even the older people were still creating music. There's still good music out there. So yeah, don't
Yeah,
give up
I
hope.
mean, look. mean, I'm not knocking today's. Look, I mean, some of the music I like today, but not like I liked back then. I'm more of a fan of that kind of music back then than today because, well, I mean, like you said, they're still making good music today, and it's just a different sound to it.
It's supposed to. As time evolves and thing evolves, you're supposed to see something different.
Yeah,
That's good. That
I know
is
nothing stays
showing
the
where we are
same.
now.
I know nothing stays the same, and that's true too. Nothing stays the same. Everybody do their own thing with it, and I mean, I'm for the ones who create the sound today, but I'm more of creating the sound back in the day.
I get it. Well, that's why we have those concerts that's in the closet. Go in the closet, grab you an album, and you listen to what it is that you want to listen to. But I will say keep an open mind. The new music. My son is a musician, Elwin. The music
I got
is
it.
good. The
I
music is good.
I got it. I got it. I mean, I hear you talk about him all the time. I got
Hmm.
it. He's a drummer or he's a guitar player.
He plays the upright bass and the bass guitar. He can play the drums. He can play the piano. He can play the viola and a whole bunch of other stuff. But his uh chosen instrument is the upright bass and the bass guitar.
Well, I'm thinking about getting a keyboard also. So, but that's later on down the road. I'm thinking about getting a keyboard.
You're gonna
So,
take some lessons.
uh, yeah, and take some lessons. Right. Okay, right. I'm thinking about doing that.
Elwin, Paul said,
Yeah,
"Get off my lawn."
get off
That's
your
what you
lawn.
sound like right now. The old man, get off my lawn, you
Get off
stinking
my
kids.
lawn. You're right.
Yeah, that's what you sound like right now. But listen, boo, I gotta take this break here,
All right.
and you can call us back. It's Free Mind Friday.
All right.
All right, I'll
Bye,
talk to you
Kim.
soon. Later, bye, Owen.
Bye.
You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. It's what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Hi, I'm Leo Jackson, host of Sunday Gospel here every Sunday morning, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 12 o'clock till 2 p.m. You don't want to miss this move of God. It happens only on WBOK. You listen to all day long.
Good Friday morning. I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. Today, the Stage Rex murder trial could be getting closer to a verdict. Sean Alfredish and Leon Parker accused in a connection to the death of federal witness Cornelius Garrison. The prosecution rested after calling Brandon Brown to the stand. He said Garrison was a vital piece of the federal investigation he was working on. A legal battle between the New Orleans Fire Department and the city is heading to trial. This after a meeting Thursday failed to reach an agreement. The issue is over a mandatory order by NOFD superintendent making firefighters do higher level jobs without guaranteed extra pay. The trial is set for September 14th. And the city of New Orleans moves closer to reopening a historic park. The landmark, now shuttered for more than 60 years. Construction on Lincoln Beach will start in December. New Orleans Chief Sustainability Officer Megan Williams announced Thursday the first phase of construction will be road paving and creation of a parking lot. Another meeting is scheduled to update the community on progress at the beach in November. Williams says project leaders want to avoid potentially opening the beach and having to close it again for more construction, which is why it won't be open to the public until all 3 phases of construction are complete. I'm Daryl Forges, and that's your headlines for WBOK. And have a great day.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Comparing the cost of will, successions, and trusts.
A will might only be a few $100s, but your family could end up paying more in legal fees.
Trust costs more upfront, but saves time, stress, and potentially thousands.
Think of it as paying a little now to avoid a big bill later, Smart planning means big savings for your family. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
This summer, the place to be is downtown. From incredible restaurants and shopping to retail, wellness, and so much more. Enjoy special offers and discounts from participating downtown businesses all season long. Brought to you by the Downtown Development District. Whether it's after work, date night, or weekend fun, there's always something happening downtown. Plan your next outing at participating locations like Coppervine, Mother's, the Audubon Aquarium, and Riverwalk Outlets. Visit downtownnola.com. Summer starts here.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. It is Free Your Mind Friday. The number here is 504-582-9422. Good morning, Pop Jones. How you? Pop?
Oh, good morning,
Good
Kim.
morning. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good.
Say it's Free Your Mind Friday. Well,
Yes,
you
it
already
is.
know I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I learn a lot. I listen every day to WBOK, and I'm always learning.
Say that again?
I say I listen to WBOK every day. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm always learning.
Well, good. You're always cutting, so as long as you keep saying you're not the sharpest knife, but you're getting the work done, I don't know, Pop. I feel like you're selling
Buddy.
us a dream.
Huh?
I say I feel
Okay.
like you're selling us a dream.
Kim,
Yes, sir.
do you remember Jet Magazine?
I do.
Oh, you okay?
Yes.
They published Otis Redding picture strapped in a plane when the plane went down, and he was strapped. See, they used to do all that, publish pictures like that, and they showed him strapped in the plane when the plane went down.
Were they able to get other people off of that plane?
I don't remember.
I
All I
feel like
remember is
they were able to recover some people, or maybe I'm remembering a different story. But I'm gonna look it up.
You may be right, Kelly, but I'm not sure. But one thing I do remember, his wife was very young, and he was one of the artists during that time. A lot of artists like even what's his name? I don't think of. But anyway, a lot of black artists did not get the what is that? You know about music. They would make the records and make the hits, but the company had the rights.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the owner of the masters and the owner of the rights of the
That
music and who got paid. Yeah,
So
I'm very aware.
some of them were making. Ray Charles was the one that stopped that. But I think during that time, Otis Redding was rich because he had a young wife, and I don't know if she's still living. She could be still living now. He left her rich at that time when artists like him was making that money, but they was taking it from him. All they was doing making hit records, but they didn't have the masters during that time.
Gotcha.
Him, Ray Charles was one of the two I could remember. Even guys like, I don't know about Jackie Wilson and all of them, they're playing their music right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Sam Cooke probably, would have been wise enough to get that. But that was something that they did back there. They would keep the masters, and they've been making money over 50, 60, 70 years down the road.
Indeed. Indeed. So I'm looking at Zelma Atwood Redding. That is his wife. They got married or they met when she was 18, and he died when she was 26.
See, how
So
old was she?
she was 26 when he died.
She was 26 when he died. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is she still living?
Yes. From what I
How
am
old is she?
finding now, I don't see. Yeah, she's 83. She was born in 1942.
83.
Yeah.
Jesus, man, boy. It's been that long.
Yeah.
So man, well, he was 26 and she was 18.
No. They met and married in 1961. They met
Yeah.
as a teenager. I don't know if they got married when she was 18. I'm going to
Uh-huh.
look. Hold up, I can do the math. Hang on. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think she was 18 when they got married. Let me see. Hold on a
Married,
second.
right.
She was young though. They
Hmm.
both were extremely young when they
Oh
got
yeah,
married.
but the thing is, at that time, I don't know where he got that knowledge and wisdom from, or it's because of the people he had, somebody he had with him. But he was one of the few artists able to get rich at that time off his hit records, and he left his wife rich, and she's still living at this time. She had a big old ranch somewhere in Georgia or somewhere, Kim,
Mm-hmm.
and he left her rich, and she was very young, and she's still living.
Well, I'm glad she was able to survive through that grief, because grief is something.
Yes, she was very young, and she took care of herself and took care of that money too, huh?
Yeah, she has a foundation. She has a whole lot of stuff going on. So she started a foundation in 2007. It's the Otis Redding Foundation to empower youth through music.
Okay,
And you know what? I do know about this because my niece and nephew actually participated in this program. Matter of fact,
okay,
Elijah, he is a sophomore at LSU this year. But when they were living in
right.
Macon, they participated. They produced records and all kinds of stuff. I want to say he has music that's out to buy. I'm gonna text him. He gonna wag his finger at me, but yeah, I think he does have music that they produce that's out from that particular organization. Yeah, my brain ain't braining this
Okay,
morning.
yes, indeed.
I'm texting him right now. Hang on a second. Uh, that's funny. I hadn't even thought about that because he recently put out some more music. He's still writing,
Uh-huh.
and
Well, the
yeah.
history we have, Kim,
Say again.
I say the history of our people have, music and so many other things in this country.
Agreed. Yes,
Hmm.
we've done a lot, but I today, Pop, I'm gonna be saying some stuff. So I really, it's Free Your Mind Friday. I really want you to come back after I talk about the stuff because this is also a day. I'm telling
Good. I
all the
will. I
listening
will call
audience,
back.
today is the day you can call and ask me anything. Some people should
All
be
right.
happy and some people should be afraid. But yes,
Okay.
you're
Good.
welcome to it.
I'll call back, Kim.
Perfect. All right, Pop. It was
All
good
right.
talking to you.
All righty.
Have a good one. Bye bye. Chuck Hunt checking in from Monroe. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you all doing? Just enjoying the day after my father's birthday yesterday. He turned 83 yesterday. He was
Did
born. He was something
did
from
he have a
his
good
wife.
time?
Yeah, we just took it easy. My mother's having some health challenges. She turned 80 on back on July 31st, and yeah, he was born a year after Otis Redding's wife. He said she was born 42. Means she's gonna be 84 this year. He turned 83 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, while I have you on the phone to my birthdays, birthday day before his, a longtime president at Jackson State University, Dr. John A. Peoples Jr. He he turned 100 on Wednesday. And he's still going, and his wife, I think his wife is still in. They've been married 75 years, and he turned 100. And by the way, he was a math major. You know, you talk about yourself being in math. He was a math major. But I think the math building at Jackson State is named after Dr. Peoples. And but also something that you just told me, and you know, I just got finished reading about one of your sorority founders, that lady I was telling you about, Diggs Slow. Actually, she was a great tennis player too. She won 17 championships in the American Tennis Association. I found out that history. You say she paved the way for all the black tennis players that we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And this was back in the early 1900s. And she was a great tennis player. But also, and I saw Paul was talking about get off my lawn. You talking about music. I thought about Lionel Richie. He's getting that get off my lawn moment. You know, he's 77 years old now. He's talking about Usher and Chris Brown at the concert. You know, he's touring with Earth, Wind and Fire. I said, well, Lionel need to he's kind of cool because you know he had his health episode during that tour. You know, he
was having a stroke or something, and he sat on the side of the stage, sir.
Yeah, he got dizzy. That's what he said. I can't say what he said, but he said when you're not feeling great, it said sit your A down. And he had a kid. He had some humor. Yeah, he got dizzy. And by the way, he need to be careful because one of his fellow Commodores just passed this year. The bass guitarist Ron LaPrade passed away at 75, and just had his film. And by the way, their producer passed this year at 84, James Carmichael. And Lionel needs to kind of cool it some. And but one thing about it, I had to give it to George Clinton. He's 85 years old, but one thing about him, he's not a get off my lawn kind of person. He loved the young people. He wanted to come on stage with Paul Funkadelic. He embraced the younger generation. I think if I look at Dolly Parton, I tell she was that kind of person too. She wasn't a get off my lawn kind of person. She just loved people.
Yeah. This is gonna lead into a lot of what I'm talking about today, Chuck.
Yeah.
Yes. Things that don't surface anymore, and these faux, what's the word I want to, it's a phrase I want to use. These faux tests and challenges of elders and the litmus test that they give young people's art. It's weird. And also, you were young before, shut up talking to me. Like, you don't have to like it. It's fine. But all the judgment, I can go to each year and identify the inappropriateness that was going on. Graylin identified something from his era yesterday that somebody bought a record and the mama said, you got to bring it back. Every generation is going to talk about what's going on at the time. And there are several things that won't change. People going to have sex. People going to cheat. People going to have kids. People going to lose jobs. All of this gets filtered in the music that we're listening to. Crime is going to happen. People are going to talk about it. So the fact that people in certain generations want to pretend like they are the purest, and their art was definitely the most clean and whatever. Yeah, go to hell. I'm sorry.
And Lionel, and I like Lionel, but yeah, he needs to kind of be careful. Think about what he's better and think about when you see he's taking on the role of his grandmother. He's talking about his grandmother in Tuskegee, how she's the one that got him into music, and he was talking about playing brick because he was going to become an Episcopalian priest. He was going to seminary. He said, but a lady up front, even a Commodore concert, he was singing. He was singing lead, and the lady said, "Sing it, baby." So he knew then what happened. He dropped out of seminary, and he stayed with his music career. And he said his grandmother couldn't stand Brick House, but the Muslim sisters of the church, he said, but what happened when that money came in? He said the church ended up getting new furniture and a new organ. They put that behind them. They appreciated that money coming in and getting new things. And I think she put that on the back burner. And when he was telling her, he said, "Look," he said, "Grandma, I didn't write that." He said, I forgot who it was that wrote that song. I think Carmichael wrote that song, Brick House, and but it was a hit. And, they come out of Tuskegee, and think about the time Lionel Richie came along. He came there in 1967. That's when he came out of high school and he entered Tuskegee because he finished in Joliet, Illinois, and came back to Tuskegee. He came there on tennis scholarship, but he played in the band there. And he graduated from there in the early 70s, and that's when he got the afro. You see the younger picture, he had the glasses on with the suit on. He had that conservative look. But, sometimes you do have to think about that, because I look at Dolly Parton and Tim Curry, they're the same age as my mother. They were all born in 1946 and born the same year as that's in the White House. They all born in 46, Sylvester Stallone and all of them that started the baby boomer generation. But I don't even want to call that man's name, but but that's what happened. Each generation going to say, we were there, our generation.
There was homosexuality that was there.
Yeah.
Like the fact that people are acting like this is new is crazy to me.
That's crazy. Yeah, Sylvester. Think about Sylvester.
Not just
you make me
Sylvester. Look at Bessie Smith.
Bessie Smith.
Yes.
That's further than that. Yes.
Look, it's been here. It's been here. What y'all should be getting mad about is people wanting to have sex with kids. The pedophilia apologist is crazy to me.
In that religious world, they gotten real. They want to make themselves pure, and that's why they're getting a lot of them. They've been arresting a lot of them in these various religions.
A former Homer coach accused of sexually assaulting and sexually abusing a Terrebonne Parish student. And you keep seeing more and more and more of these people who identify as Christians, and some of y'all Christians ain't nothing. But
up here.
Yes, please go to hell.
We had that same problem up here. These coaches they were revered and they had problems, and then they started hearing things about had some children there, and that the girl was underage and all that came.
Underage girl is a child. Yeah. Underage woman is a child.
It's a
pedophilia.
That's prison. That's
prison
time.
Stop.
Exactly.
Stop trying to make it. She was really mature. No, you were really slow for your age. Go to hell.
Exactly.
With gas on you.
And you know what I think about, people joking about, Lionel's going to talk, and I say, but she's of age anyway. She's in her 20s. He had a young girlfriend now. I think he's going on these tours now. I think he's trying to make sure to keep that money coming in, because I think she's in her 20s. That Lionel's 77. I said, come on, and that's at least she's of age. But the thing about it, you do all that talking about Usher, and they talking about we didn't go to jail, and he said, we know we didn't, us and Earth, Wind & Fire 40 years ago. I said 40 years ago, allowing you and had a solo career. You were away from the Commodores. That's more like 50 years ago. That was in the 70s.
Listen,
he left the Commodores in 82.
Lionel better be quiet before I call his wife and she strip another belt and whip his behind.
Everybody talked about it. So you better watch what Brenda did to it from what the report said.
Yeah. Well, we got to take this break, Chuck Hunt.
All right.
I appreciate you calling, and the lines are open, so call us back, okay?
All right. Have fun and be safe this weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right.
You listen to The Front Porch here on WBOK. Is what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Mostly sunny today, but we do have a chance to see a few spotty showers for the afternoon. Again, most of us will end up staying dry, nothing like what we saw for Thursday. Hikes for today, 88 to 91, pretty close to average for this time of the year. A couple of spotty showers as we get to our Saturday as well. Highs also into the upper 80s, lower 90s. And then we are expecting better rain chances by Sunday. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Rishon.
Hey, this is Dave Poston. Be sure to listen to WBOK 1230 a.m. every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and Sunday evening at 5 p.m. bringing you the best Southern Soul barroom music with the Southern Soul Weekend Party Mix, hosted by me, of course. I'll be playing your favorite Southern Soul music by artists from all over the South, right here on WBOK 1230 a.m. or online at WBOK1230.com. The station you listen to longer. Listen to longer.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana companies through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about what the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation does, please visit www.jazzandheritage.org.
Taking action to improve your health is within your reach. Oxner Health, Johnson & Johnson, and the Abundant Life Tabernacle Full Gospel Baptist Church are hosting a men's health event 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Saturday, September 5th. Attend this important prostate cancer awareness event at Abundant Life Church, 1701 Franklin Avenue. Learn more about prostate health at no cost Saturday, September 5th. Be proactive. Stay healthy.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared on this Free Your Mind Friday. If you got something on your mind, you want to get it off your chest, give us a call. And also, if you have something that you want to ask me, the number here is 504-582-9422. Today's a good day to get your questions answered, and we're going straight to the lines. Dr. Sangika.
Well, hello.
How
Hello, my
are
beloved sister.
you?
Well, I'm recovering from a medical challenge that I had recently, and I'm doing well. I'm still climbing the mountain hill by hill, and I'm doing okay. I've slowed myself down a little bit and do not take on as many projects as I used to, but I am still very much active at the center of trying to change our people's conditions in this country and trying to change the status of human beings and trying to turn around this upside down government that we're living with and move our people forward. But I always listen to WBOK to figure out what's happening, and it's always good to hear your voice and to hear your Uncle Graylin and listen and to listen to all the callers with the concerns that they have as well. And I've been listening to the conversation this morning with, there are three things that I thought I wanted to specifically share since this is Free Your Mind Friday. First is I wanted to extend my condolences to Big Duck and both his biological family and the extended family that he helped to raise in the city of New Orleans. You know, we were fellow Joseph S. Clark High School graduates. He was in my sister's class. I think that was the class of 56, somewhere around that particular period. I didn't get to know him when I was in high school. I got to know him after I was in high school, and I went on to Dillard, and he became a part of CORE, the Congress of Racial Equality, which was the organizer of the Freedom Riders. All of you remember there was something called the Freedom Riders, riding the buses to desegregate the Greyhound stations and interstate commerce throughout the South. That he was one of the organizers of that and his affiliations with CORE. But I just wanted to say to the New Orleans family that we lost a hero who I think left us a legacy of struggle and a legacy of service that should be remembered by all of us. And the work that he did with the kids at Tambourine and Fans was just exemplary and something to be appreciated, respected, and modeled. And so I just wanted to give him his due this morning, since I'm not in New Orleans where his celebrations are taking place, but I wanted to extend the celebration of his life and honor and respect his legacy on this day, and just ask if we could have a moment of silence to remember him. I'd appreciate that.
You got it. At some point, we're really gonna go through. I think we're gonna find some of the interviews that we've done with him.
Okay.
It's still a work in progress. I think everybody's just kind of trying to settle.
Figuring out,
Yeah, everybody's trying
what
to
they're
settle.
going to do. 'Cause
But I think
then-
it's light because there was a huge celebration for him a few weeks ago. So there's some peace
Right.
there that we were able to give him his flowers, and he actually received them.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that he was able to get any flowers that he was due, because he certainly just roundly so beautifully deserved them and lived that beautiful life that he did. So shout out to his life and his legacy that we will always remember. The second thing I wanted to share was that today is the 63rd anniversary of the March on Washington. I was a participant in that March on Washington at the National Mall, August 28th, 1963. Yes, I had come all the way from New Orleans and then gone through Boston and then got there from Boston to the march. I'll never forget it because I was sitting at that pool of mirrors when the I Have a Dream speech was resonating throughout the crowd, and it looked like the water was moving in waves, in little small waves, as Dr. King was articulating his I Have a Dream speech. But that was a day that I will never forget because of the politics of jobs and freedom and justice that the march was oriented towards and was focused on, and the speeches that were made, the music that was sang, and just the diversity of people who were at that march was incredible. I don't think there's been a march quite like that, when since there have been marches and there have been celebrations like there will be today, but I don't think there was one like the one of August 28th, 1963, and there is a march celebrating it again today. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be there. I know a lot of people who will be, but I just wanted to say to the residents of New Orleans who are too young to remember what happened on that day, that it is a day that they should go back into their history books and just take a look at exactly what happened on that day, and so that it's something that they remember as a day that changed history, because it was that march that led to the Public Accommodations Act of 1964 that desegregated all of the public facilities. And then, of course, in 1965, the Selma March led to the Voting Rights Act.
Yes, sir. Listen, Doc, we got to take a break. Do you want to hold on, or you want to call me back?
I'll hold on.
All right, cool. I'll do that. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Mike Island with BIN News Now. Jury deliberations will continue today in the Lindsay Clancy triple murder trial in Massachusetts. Clancy admits to strangling her 3 young children in 2023, but pleaded not guilty in 3 counts of first-degree murder. An ICE officer at the center of an extradition fight has been released from a Texas jail. Democratic officials in Minnesota lost an extradition battle with Republican officials in Texas over Officer Christian Castro, who was charged after shooting and wounding a Venezuelan immigrant in January. It's unknown at this time if Castro will have to eventually appear in court to answer those charges. General Mills has removed artificial colors from all of its cereals. According to the company, the move means that brands including Lucky Charms and Trix are now made and available without synthetic color additives. I'm Mike Island. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the free iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and Jared is on the other line. Boy, you cranking them out today. I'm telling you, I am having a blast. Thank you so much. Doc, I know you're on the line. I'm going to grab a couple callers because I do want to continue on with the conversation, but I got some people been holding on, so hang on a second. Hey, Elvin, what you got? Elwin? Okay, maybe he got tired. Pop Jones.
Oh, yeah, Kim.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just I'm trying to get my thoughts together right now. So I thought about Big Duck, Jerome Smith. I can recall seeing him under that bridge with those children on Claiborne Street,
Mm-hmm.
and he lived longer than a lot of those civil rights people that was in his era.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them died before him, younger than him. Like I think Rudy Lumward, was younger. All those people were right there. Lola Eli, I think,
Mm-hmm.
was with him. And just like John Lewis. John Lewis was very young.
Mm-hmm.
The congressman.
Mm-hmm. I know who you're
And
talking about. Mm-hmm.
yeah, they were, so he did live a much longer life. Jerome Smith picked up.
Mm-hmm. He did.
He was active the whole time. And may he rest in peace.
Peace and
And
power,
may they
Pop.
continue to carry on his work that he's done.
Yes.
Now, Kim,
Yes, sir.
I wanted to address what you were saying about the youngsters, older people. I know myself, I may not identify with a lot of thoughts, a lot of stuff that they do, but I certainly don't want to see them do stuff that gonna get them killed or hurt in any kind of way, But I believe what Uncle Graylin say, the choices that you make have consequences.
Indeed.
Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that.
Uh-huh. So it's I don't think no older person probably could really totally agree with what a lot of youngsters are doing. I don't know whether is that possible.
I think
If I'm an
it's
older
necessary
person,
for an older person and a younger person to combine their resources of information and of passion.
Okay.
One can't be used or said to be more important than the other because that's idiotic, to be honest with you. If you all got it right, if each of us all have it right, then why are we still in turmoil as we are right
all
now?
right, now, okay, now you're according to what you're talking about. Or you speaking about if I'm old, I'm worried about what music they listen to, or the way they dress, or you talking about their politics.
All of it.
I think that's
all of it's necessary to discuss because, to be honest, Pop, and I've experienced this as a young person. When I worked as an accountant with the school board, I was 22 years old, and most of the people in my office were in their late 30s, early 40s, some 50s. The secretary was 60. And I used to get sunned a lot. I don't know if you know what that means.
You get what?
I used to get sunned a lot. Like, basically, little girl, you don't know what you're talking about. When in fact, if I have gone to school to get the information, I know something. And so to be discounted, and a lot of older people do this. If you are going to dismiss what it is that I have to say, then you also dismiss the resources, my youth, my energy, my ability and drive to move forward. Then y'all do it on your own. And a lot of older people do not. They feel like they are the authority on everything when there's still new stuff being created. Y'all got to stop that.
Yeah, can I ask you this question?
Yes, sir.
If they disagree with you, is that the same thing what you talking about?
No, because it's not always a disagreement. It's from a place of I know more than you do, and what you have is nothing to offer to the conversation.
I know. That's foolish. That,
but it definitely happens.
I could talk to a teenager, and I would never address them that way. That I know more than you. I could be the grandfather or something, and I would never address them as though I'm listening. I talk with younger people a lot, and I will always tell them, hey, look, man, you telling me something that you're opening my mind on things I hadn't thought about. So I have a young friend. We talk all the time. And he knows that when I talk to him, he knows that I will admit, I say, hey, man, you were either refreshing my memory or you telling me some things I didn't even realize myself. See what I'm saying, Kim?
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have the
So you
potential to grow
can't
each
never.
other, but everybody has to be willing to be coached to be grown.
Yeah, you can't just throw a young person under the bus because you think you know everything. That's foolish.
Agreed. But it happens all the
Yeah,
time.
that's foolish. You can't do that. Some people feel that way, though, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been on this planet, I know everything. You don't know everything.
There's no way to know everything.
No, you never know everything. See, but sometimes I learn two things. I can learn from somebody younger, or they can renew my mind. Isn't that a good thing?
Absolutely, because it doesn't necessarily have to be that because you haven't witnessed or experienced something that it doesn't exist. Because we get to that a lot, and in addition to that, younger people I think are more willing to listen when they're spoken to respectfully, and elders often feel like they're the only ones due respect, and that's the piece of it that bothers me that I can't go along with.
They're the only one that do respect.
Yes,
that's foolish.
Agreed. It is very
foolish. That's foolish.
Well, we didn't talk through this break. Pop, I gotta get Dr. Sanyika. He been on the phone, but we're gonna take this break and come back. I'm going right straight to him.
Thank you very much, Kim,
absolutely.
For taking my call. You have a blessed weekend.
You too, Dr. Sanyika. I'm sorry, Pop Jones. It was wonderful to talk to you. My bad.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. And yes, it is still. You can call me and ask me whatever you want, but we're coming back with Doc right on the other side of this break.
This is attorney Suzette Bagneris.
This is Dr. Cassandra Shepard.
And this is Gerard Stevens.
Each Monday from 4 to 6 p.m., join us for the Reality Check.
We talk about the news in and around New Orleans.
The Reality Check
on WBOK, 1230 AM and 107.1 FM.
Here we go. The Reality Check on WBOK 1230 AM.
Good Friday morning. I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. Today, the Stage Rex murder trial could be getting closer to a verdict. Sean Alfredish and Leon Parker accused in a connection to the death of federal witness Cornelius Garrison. The prosecution rested after calling Brandon Brown to the stand. He said Garrison was a vital piece of the federal investigation he was working on. A legal battle between the New Orleans Fire Department and the city is heading to trial. This after a meeting Thursday failed to reach an agreement. The issue is over a mandatory order by NOFD Superintendent making firefighters do higher-level jobs without guaranteed extra pay. The trial is set for September 14th. And the city of New Orleans moves closer to reopening a historic park. The landmark, now shuttered for more than 60 years. Construction on Lincoln Beach will start in December. New Orleans Chief Sustainability Officer Megan Williams announced Thursday the first phase of construction will be road paving and creation of a parking lot. Another meeting is scheduled to update the community on progress at the beach in November. Williams says project leaders want to avoid potentially opening the beach and having to close it again for more construction, which is why it won't be open to the public until all 3 phases of construction are complete. I'm Daryl Forges, and that's your headlines for WBOK. Have a great day.
AURN News.
I'm Ebony McMorris. African leaders, investors, and business executives gathered at the MGM National Harbor on Thursday with a message. Africa does not need more promises. It needs investment and partnerships. The Africa Business Investment Summit focused on unlocking capital and expanding trade, with organizers setting a $500 million deal mandate. The two-day gathering brings together policymakers, institutional investors, entrepreneurs, and members of the African diaspora to move potential investment toward actual partnerships and transactions. Ghana's ambassador to the U.S., Victor Emmanuel Smith, told attendees Africa's story is too often defined by its challenges instead of its opportunities, emphasizing the continent's need for capital, technology, expertise, and strategic partnerships. For AURN News, I'm Ebony McMorris.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Greetings and salutations. I am Elwood B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. It is Free Your Mind Friday. I'm going to go back to the lines. Dr. Sanyika. Hello, sir.
Hello. Well, hello. I'm enjoying listening to all the fine music that I don't get a chance to hear all of the time. And I
Yes.
know Friday is the day that all of this second line music is played faithfully. And so I've just been enjoying the concert that I've been listening to all morning. Thank you for that. But I did want to hold on because I don't get a chance to call in that often. And I know a lot of other people are on the line waiting, so I'm going to make a couple other comments and be off the line and be in listening mode again. What I was trying to say about the March on Washington is that today is a time for us to reflect on where we have come from over the last 63 years, where we are now, and where do we need to be preparing ourselves to go for our next stage. We've got the midterm elections coming up, and we've got a lot of things that have happened, including what happened in Louisiana's politics with the maps and the redistricting. But we still have a chance if we just get ourselves out to vote. If we can get ourselves out in numbers, we can make a difference in the state of Louisiana because of the way the registration numbers go. And so I just want to encourage people not to be dismayed that the March on Washington 63 years ago and the subsequent marches in Selma for voting rights and all of the marches that have taken place since then are still relevant to our freedom. And we should not assume that voting does not matter. And if it didn't matter, why do these people invest so much of their time trying to stop us from doing it? Because they know that in a democracy, it makes a difference. And so I think that we need to spend some time preparing for the midterm. If we haven't done so already in the city of New Orleans, I would recommend that that's one of the things we do to remember the 63 years ago March on Washington, is to figure out what our strategy is going to be for the midterm process and for any and all local elections that we have coming up in the city, and that we try to make sure that we get our younger people out there to vote and make sure that they see that there is a difference, because if they don't vote, that's the difference that they've chosen to make.
Mm-hmm.
That is not in our self-interest by ignoring what our capacity is to be a difference maker. So I'll just leave with saying that today, 63 years ago, was a momentous historical moment and one that made a difference to our people. And I would hope that we all remember that day, that time, and the contribution and the sacrifices that everyone made who was able to be a part of that great historical moment. And finally, I just want to say that, this discussion about this Omni deal, I want to make one simple suggestion, and that is that the residents of New Orleans consider what's called a community benefits agreement. That is a way that community-based organizations and people of color can have benefits and receive benefits from development projects that are done that are supported by public funding. I'm aware of a specific project, for instance, in Baltimore, Maryland right now, where the community group receives $38 million for its own projects as a result of supporting a development project, in its neighborhood. And if there's going to be this development in New Orleans, I would strongly recommend there be consideration of a community benefits agreement, not just minority business benefits. That's one kind of benefit. But you can also get all the other benefits that you're interested in, such as affordable housing, improved health care, better access to infrastructure in communities and neighborhoods, youth development. Get all kinds of benefits as the trade-off for supporting development projects that developers want to do. It's a commonly used tool all over the country. It's not revolutionary. But it is very impactful in terms of making a difference to the impacts and benefits that you can derive from your participation in a development project. And that's something I would strongly recommend that people at least take a look at. And finally, there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. And this conversation about whether young people know more than old people is absurd, because we've all been young. And if we live old enough, we will all be old. And we all go through cycles of having knowledge, which is about the facts of motion and of history and time. That's what knowledge gives you. But wisdom provides you with an understanding of what all of that means and knowing where to put it and what to do with it. That takes time. It just doesn't happen. It takes time, and it takes experimenting, and it takes learning, and it takes finding out things that you didn't know. But we have to have both the presence of youth as well as elders to be a balanced community. It's not an either or. Sometimes we want to make it that. But there are differences between populations, and every generation has its own rhythm. Every generation, my generation, your generation, generations to come, they all have their own rhythm of things that they like, that they prefer, and things that they learned that we didn't know, and things that they can teach those who are still coming after us. So I would hope we could get beyond this old polarization of youth versus elders, elders versus youth, and see the reality that we need both the development of knowledge and the presence of wisdom in our community, in our population. And we always had the combination of those two, and we still need that combination now. So thank you very much for allowing me to stay on the line this long and to listen and to make the comments that I've made. And I hope that I've shared something of value and benefit on this particular day that means a lot to me, this 63rd anniversary. So peace be with everybody, and I'll be glad to engage in any conversation if anyone wishes to do so, or just be quiet and listen. So thank you very much.
Absolutely, and it was wonderful to hear your voice and talk to you, Doc. You take care of yourself and keep us up to date on what's going on with you.
Okay, I promise I will do, and I still listen, even though I don't call in like I used to, where I am a constant listener, and I start my day by seeing what's happening on the front porch. I do that every day.
That makes me so happy, and thank you so much. I hope to see you. I hope if you're able to make it to homecoming, I hope I get to see you for homecoming this year.
Okay. You're right. We say, God willing, and the creek don't rise. We try to make it.
Amen. All right, Doc. It's
All
good
right,
to
much
talk
love.
to you. Have a great weekend later. Oh, I love that so much. Listen, y'all, I really, as a child, enjoyed sitting with elders and listening to the lived experiences through their lens. And I do have an appreciation for elders. I know, I'm gonna go hard on people who do weird stuff, but I really do have an appreciation for people who've been on this planet longer than I have. And that's part of the reason why I was so happy to join Graylin when I came on the show on in 23. And that was all spearheaded by Gerard. He's the one who put me here. So I love it. 504-582-9422. Hello, Elwin.
Hey, there was one survivor off that Otis when they had that crash with Otis Redding.
Yes, there was. It was the
And-
Barkays, Ben Cawley.
Right, and he passed. I think,
In September
maybe-
2015.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He came on Tom Joyner. That was the first show he came on.
Really?
And yeah, that was that's the first show I heard him come on.
Okay.
Okay. And he talked to Tom Joyner about it, and he said, he hated to see his friends die in the plane because he was sitting in the back of the plane.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he survived.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how he survived. He was sitting in the back of the plane.
Well, that's something.
And yeah, that was something. Oh man, I wouldn't want to be a part of no plane crash. No. Wow.
Did I lose you? Hello? Yikes. I don't know what happened, Elwin. I was listening. You got me on a cliffhanger. Let's see. What are you talking about? Josh, how you come into the chat talking crazy? I do like when old people cuss. That is the funniest thing to me to this day. I think it's funny. Really, if I'm going to be specific about it, I think it's funny when women in church cuss. That will flatline me every single time because the same lady who made such the great pies and did all the cooking in like the Kennedy Center, because that's what our our community area at my home church, the church I was raised in. Those same ladies who used to cook so good for the food that we had after church would be cussing like sailors in the back of the church, and that will forever be funny to me. Some of them have gone on to glory, but my friends and my cousins who went to Bethany United Methodist Church, we know who the real comedians were at our church. My God. And some of them who are still here are still cutting up like they were. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be at Bethany on this Sunday. I've been threatening to go for a minute. I'm going. And if y'all want to meet me there, y'all are welcome to it. Reverend Boger, sorry I said it on air, but I'm coming Sunday. I will see y'all there. 504-582-9422. Hey, Elwin. What happened? You were mid-sentence and then nothing.
No, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to the phones. The phone's been cutting off lately. I don't know. Maybe Trump got something to do with it.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know.
We're not going to blame everything on him.
But I'm saying this. Yeah, it was. He spoke about his survival, how he survived the plane crash, and he hated to see all of his friends go down the way he did, the way they did, and but he was a survivor. And I was glad, I was glad somebody did survive that plane crash to tell a story.
Yeah, that's a weird place to be in. I'm sure he dealt with a lot of survivor's guilt that everybody else went down, and he's the last one to tell a story.
He's seen his friends die in the plane crash.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot. That's a lot to process.
Yeah, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, Kim, you have a good weekend.
I will do my best, and I'll talk to you soon. No, I'm not going to promise that. Not at all. I'm looking to raise a little hell this weekend.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
I will talk to you Monday.
All right. Well, I hope to talk to you then. You have a good weekend, okay?
And I go in the hospital Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday coming up.
Well, you make sure you check in with us before, so you know how we do on the front porch. We are here for our people, so be sure you let us know. So we can start the prayer circle, and the prayer warriors can get on their job.
The second is Wednesday, right?
Let me see. No. The second is it is Wednesday. Yep, the 31 days in August.
That's when I go in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I will talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. You too.
Bye.
Bye, Kim.
Bye, Elwin. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Y'all in these comments for real. Hold on a second. Let me go back because y'all been in here talking. Okay. So did I say good morning to everybody? Good morning to, I can't get all the way back to the top of the chat, but Good morning, Charles Ferguson. Good morning to Lori Weber. Good morning, Gracie. Hey, Gracie. Good morning to Anita. Hey, Anita. And thank you for the birthday wishes to CJ. Good morning, Earl Swami Nelson. Good morning to Jackie Wilmore. Hey, Cam. Good morning, Chuck Hunt. Good morning to Mark Bashman. Good morning to Mark Joseph. Good morning to Paul. Hey, Hiram. How are you? Good morning to, let's see, where am I? And hello, you, Josh, with your big head self. Y'all really been doing the most in these comments. But yes, Josh, I do appreciate when old people cuss. Old women in church, particularly if they got the all white usher outfits on. But I tell you, the words that they used to string together in the back of that good church, it was a good time. It was indeed a good time. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. Is what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Mostly sunny today, but we do have a chance to see a few spotty showers for the afternoon. Again, most of us will end up staying dry, nothing like what we saw for Thursday. Hikes for today, 88 to 91, pretty close to average for this time of the year. A couple of spotty showers as we get to our Saturday as well. Highs also into the upper 80s, lower 90s. And then we're expecting better rain chances by Sunday. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Psst, come close. No, closer. Have you heard about the new blues show? It's the Blues Buffet with Jay Boogie, serving up all the blues you love to listen to.
Hey, New Orleans, it's Jay Boogie inviting you to join me for the Blues Buffet, the best soul blues mix on the planet. Happening Saturday night at 9 o'clock, right here at 12:30 a.m. WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about.
Taking action to improve your health is within your reach. Ochsner Health, Johnson & Johnson, and the Abundant Life Tabernacle Full Gospel Baptist Church are hosting a men's health event, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., Saturday, September 5th. Attend this important prostate cancer awareness event at Abundant Life Church, 1701 Franklin Avenue. Learn more about prostate health at no cost, Saturday, September 5th. Be proactive. Stay healthy.
We are the rhythm of the streets.
The flavor in every day.
The story in every song.
We are New Orleans Tourism and Cultural Foundation.
We help artists build the future of New Orleans.
Because when the culture thrives, our people thrive.
Every note, every brushstroke, every dish is a door opening new possibilities for those who carry our traditions forward. And when we open that door, the whole city moves forward. For New Orleans Tourism and Cultural Foundation, culture is our open door.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared and Joshua. There is a special place in purgatory that awaits you, sir. I promise you, you gonna be between. You're not bad enough to be bad, and you damn sure ain't good enough to be considered good, but right in the middle, sir, right in the middle, and you're always consistent about it. I have a clip that I want you guys to listen to because we're going to get into some of the things that are happening in politics and what's happening as a result of people being weird about voting and what we're dealing with now. Here we go.
Y'all the real truth what them teachers deal with in these students. See the student that sit at this desk right here? Undiagnosed ADHD. The student that sits here, that's Miss America. On point from head to toe, but sitting at his desk criticizing everybody. See the students that sit here? Parents are in jail. These students are dealing with a lot. The student that sits here lives with domestic violence. The teacher dealing with a lot too. The student that sits here is being bullied. Let's talk about the student that sits here. Has undocumented family member. Y'all, you see the student that sit here cares for a sick family member. I said sick. Let's talk about the student that sit here. Teacher shows favoritism because she's scared of him. See this one here? She's scared of this one here. He running class. Let's talk about this one here. LGBTQ and rejected by his family member sits right there. This one right here lives with his grandparents. Let's talk about this student right here is in foster care. The student right here works to help support the family. You see this student right here? This is the black sheep of the family that sits right here. You see the student that sits right here? Mom is an alcoholic. The student that sits right here, y'all, my point, what I'm trying to say, all these students has a story to tell. And remember this, the teacher have to deal with all these different spirits. Molesting, has the undocumented, they have to deal with all that, y'all. For real, just real talk, that's it.
So, that is a clip from a school professional, and as she was going around the classroom, there were no students in the room. So she was not highlighting and pointing at students. She literally had documents or papers with what is some of the issues that the students face in her class beyond the academics. And I want us to have some conversations about that because some people take the approach of, oh, that's not my problem. And we've been doing that's not my problem for quite a long time. However, when you start seeing things happen in society and you're like, why is this happening? Is because we have not my problem our way into a huge problem. But with that, we're going to take this break. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK, is what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
New Orleans parents, is your child preparing for the ACT? Top Tutors for Us provides personalized test prep designed for African American students who will connect with tutors who look like them from top HBCUs. Our students receive targeted instruction, consistent practice, and the encouragement they need to raise their scores and compete for college scholarships. Founded right here in New Orleans, our award-winning program was designed with our students in mind. Don't wait until test day. Visit TopTutorsForUs.com and help your child begin preparing today.
I'm Mike Island with BIN News Now. An ICE officer at the center of an extradition fight has been released from a Texas jail. Democratic officials in Minnesota lost an extradition battle with Republican officials in Texas over Officer Christian Castro, who was charged after shooting and wounding a Venezuelan immigrant in January. It's unknown at this time if Castro will have to eventually appear in court to answer those charges. Jury deliberations will continue today in the Lindsay Clancy triple murder trial in Massachusetts. Clancy admits to strangling her 3 young children in 2023, but pleaded not guilty in 3 counts of first-degree murder. General Mills has removed artificial colors from all of its cereals. According to the company, the move means that brands including Lucky Charms and Trix are now made and available without synthetic color additives. I'm Mike Island. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the free iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. And on the other side of the glass is Jared on this Free Your Mind Friday. If you got something on your mind, you want to get it off your chest, give us a call, 504-582-9422. But I hope you all heard the lady as she went through the different things that kids in one class is dealing with as they are trying to teach content. So when we teach kids, we're working around and working through all the things that they come with. And sometimes people, teachers in particular, will look at students and not consider them to be as important as their own kids. And those kinds of teachers are dangerous. But also the people who watch poor things and bad things go on and they don't do anything about it. Like watching idly by, oh, well, this doesn't impact me, so I'm not going to deal with it. And that leads us to this next clip.
From our previous video are very disheartening. You got what you voted for nonsense. Quit pointing fingers and realize the American agriculture machine is here to feed you and the world. We don't care if you lean to the left, lean to the right, or in the middle, blue, red, or whatever. The American rancher's main goal is to make a living, but also to provide the most wholesome, safe protein in the world. This is going to affect everybody.
I never thought that was leave my face. No, I never thought that was leave my face. We bonded over bigotry, but they weren't supposed to turn on me. No, I never thought the lepers would eat my face. Slow it down now. I never thought the lepers would eat my face. No, I never thought it would happen to me. Bonded over bigotry, but they weren't supposed to turn on me. No, I never thought the leopards would eat my face.
Round of applause for you weirdos who voted thinking that you would not be impacted. Right on, guys. And now that we are all sitting in this cesspool of a mess that is the country of the United States, now we out here just looking crazy. We're out here looking crazy. And let me go over to YouTube because I feel like there's this one person who's commenting on the YouTube that's talking about, oh, my president. Yeah, today might be your last day over here. Get your lives together. Listen, this man in less than 2 years has done so much damage. But the whites, the Palestinians, Sandra Muhammad, and what was that guy? The one who had the barber son. I think his name was Leon. Leon all thought it was cool to vote for Donald Trump or vote independently. And now what you thought was coming for everybody else is sitting on your head. Congratulations. Good job, everybody. The meat that is coming in from Venezuela was cheap to purchase by this president. However, it has not been checked and it is unsafe. Now, I did give you guys some black farmers that you can get your meat from in the time, because even the lady who works for the government explaining about how agriculture and all of that stuff is going to work is basically saying it's okay for you poor people to eat this ground meat. As long as you have money, you're good. As long as you have money, you're good. But how many of those poor people keep this machine going? I told you the man's trying to kill y'all. I said that during COVID. I wasn't on the air, but I definitely said it. But here, y'all gave him a second time to do it to you again. That is insane. How is it that you, whites, Palestinians, Latinos, oh, and also let me add Indians by way of not Native Americans, but people from India who you guys think that you are also akin to white people. Y'all all right? I mean, is you cool? Cause ICE is hunting the Asians. Asians too. I'm not off of y'all because yeah, some of y'all are white leaning too. And you should be cleaving to who the people who have already gone through the strides to make things equal for everybody. But no, you aligned yourself with a bigot. You aligned yourself with billionaires. And after it's all said and done, you got nothing for it. Some of y'all slow. You be loud and wrong, but slow. And are really, really like digging your heels in, even after now you see this wasn't a good choice. And some of y'all are still holding on to this, saying that you don't regret your vote. But you're a flat-footed lie. A flat-footed lie. I know y'all feeling the heat, the gas, the eggs. Now the meat is tainted. What y'all gonna do now? I mean, like how silly is it to still be playing while the ship is sinking? Like that's dumb. Like it's very, very dumb. But here we are. Still got people, pray for the I don't know. It seems like some people are gonna hold on. Like just we're not okay. We're not okay. And many of you all did this, not just to us, but you did it to yourselves. You're losing generational farms, generational wealth. Because why? You don't want the immigrants in the country? And some of you blacks really need to go to hell with that, because some of y'all were championing that foolishness too. And yeah, shut up. Like, shut up. But here we are. Oh, they taking our jobs. They took the jobs that y'all absolutely do not want, and those jobs are vacant. Is y'all cool? Like, are you okay? And, one of the things about generational ideals are things that I hear of older black people who may have a little bit of money. You talk black, but you spend white. Celebrating the fact that you sent your kids to a school that calls other girls, particularly, the N-word that rhymes with trigger. They expelled her and still allowed her to graduate. But you happy that you sent your kids to them schools. Like, go to hell. Because I also feel like you don't like your kids, knowing that you're sending them into toxic situations like that. Like it is insane to me that we have black people in our community of a certain age. That's when I ask the question, I tend to send it up, right? What's wrong with y'all? Because yes, we needed to acquire finances to be able to do things better for our kids. But is better white? Is it? Even when it comes down to designers, I know some of y'all got to go with that big G on your belts like it's Superman. We have black designers. Are y'all okay? And then you get mad about white people doing white people stuff. But then after white people have done white people stuff, you want to protest, but you keep begging to keep going around there. What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? I don't support any businesses once I find out that they support people losing their human lives because their humanity is not respected. And I don't care what color you are. Black elites, y'all about to become no, you kind of have been, but black elites, y'all about to be the target. Not like the store that y'all should stop shopping at, but y'all about to be a target. You telling us that you got it, some people about to come get it from you because the things that you've been talking about are not your problem. Oh, it's not my problem. My kids go to this school. Oh, it's not my problem. My kids go to that school. I pay for them to go be around the white people. Them same white people and their parents work completely in tandem to cause you and your family harm. But you still front and center. Look at me. Look at me. I'm one of them. You're not. And they keep showing y'all over and over and over again. They don't see it for you. And that's not all of them. Because again, I keep telling y'all, I have 3 white girlfriends. 3. Even with that, if you're not loud like they are about people's humanity, you know black people, you don't have black friends. But some kind of way, y'all keep trying to find a way for those people to accept you. It's okay that they don't. But y'all gonna pay for somebody to mistreat you? I mean, I don't, the community is not all right. The community is not okay. Younger people, I hope, I see that things will continue to move forward and people will start paying attention to the humanity of all people and start addressing the real criminals that are doing things like having sex with children, starving children, but forcing women to have them. Rape culture has been exposed and people are like, well, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. No, it was bad. It was bad then. Just nobody had the gonads to say anything about it. But we are here and we're saying something about it. And y'all are pushing back saying, well, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Yes, it was. People with money being celebrated, doing terrible things. It's not good for any community for you to hoard resources and then levy them against other people. We not all right now, guys. We have some work to do. And the time to be quiet about things is over. It is over. And, policing tone, policing words because it makes you uncomfortable. I don't care. I don't care. You're going to have to sit in this discomfort. The idea that money makes you better than other people is crazy because a lot of the people who I know with a lot of money are awful human beings. And I do mean awful. Liars by trade, bullies because they don't know how to get along with others, snakes, not necessarily because it happened to them, but just because they like causing chaos. Every time I see it, I'm going to address it. Every time I see it, I'm going to say something about it. If you get upset because I'm calling you out, change it or not, but I'm going to keep dragging it until there's some change to be made. So in the comments, Josh said, that's why you don't mess with LSU. Listen, when my son went there, it was only because he got a free ride. I don't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't want it for him. I don't like it for black boys. I don't like it for black people. But that was his choice. He went. And oddly enough, he came back home. He's still going to LSU. Because UNO is now LSUNO. I just want him to get out of there. Finish your degree and roll. But yeah, some of us are not okay. Also, those of you who are homophobic, something wrong with y'all. Because why you care? You don't care enough about grown adults sleeping with children, but you worry about 2 consenting adults doing whatever it is to do whatever they do for their own enjoyment. Go to hell. Mind your business. Because the spaces where you need to lean in, you don't have nothing to say. In your churches, in the schools, on the teams. Because how many coaches and teachers got to be arrested before we start looking at people going, those relationships are inappropriate. Like, what is wrong with y'all? My students who listen to the most interesting songs with words and lyrics that I don't necessarily get how they go together, But I understand that I'm from a generation of drug dealers who made music. They are from a generation where drug users are making the music. That makes a difference. But the selective outrage on what's supposed to be criminalized, on what's supposed to be handled, and why you didn't die, shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Shut up talking to me. Because a lot of y'all, especially you old geriatric Gen Xers, y'all are the reason why we sitting here. Y'all are the reason why we're dealing with what we're reason, because you were too much of a coward to stand up to the people who employed you. So you collected wealth, and now you're lording it over everybody else because you got it. If you don't go to hell because don't nobody care, and people, even though you have money, you still got to buy your friends. Shut up talking to me. We're going to take this break, y'all. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. It's what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Good Friday morning. I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. Today, the Stage Rex murder trial could be getting closer to a verdict. Sean Alfredish and Leon Parker accused in a connection to the death of federal witness Cornelius Garrison. The prosecution rested after calling Brandon Brown to the stand. He said Garrison was a vital piece of the federal investigation he was working on. A legal battle between the New Orleans Fire Department and the city is heading to trial. This after a meeting Thursday failed to reach an agreement. The issue is over a mandatory order by NOFD superintendent making firefighters do higher-level jobs without guaranteed extra pay. The trial is set for September 14th. And the city of New Orleans moves closer to reopening a historic park. The landmark, now shuttered for more than 60 years. Construction on Lincoln Beach will start in December. New Orleans Chief Sustainability Officer Megan Williams announced Thursday the first phase of construction will be road paving and creation of a parking lot. Another meeting is scheduled to update the community on progress at the beach in November. Williams says project leaders want to avoid potentially opening the beach and having to close it again for more construction, which is why it won't be open to the public until all 3 phases of construction are complete. I'm Daryl Forges, and that's your headlines for WBOK. And have a great day.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
Folks, what happened with our city's trash service is, well, trash. It's ridiculous and unacceptable. New Orleans finds itself burdened by a sanitation system that lost $21 million last year. And those of us who call the Crescent City home pay $24 a month, but that doesn't even come close to what City Hall is paying for trash pickup. And what's worse, we may have to pay more. So just how in the hell did we get here? Part of the answer can be found several years ago. Richards Disposal was collecting garbage in much of the city. The company had its problems, missed pickups and serious complaints following Hurricane Ida and during the COVID pandemic. To be fair, the city had every right to demand better. But in 2023, Richards made an interesting proposal, offering to extend their contract in a large portion of the city for 3 years, collecting garbage for only $18.75 per household. The company claimed that would save New Orleans more than $19 million. But the city declined. Instead, the Cantrell administration awarded that service area contract to IV Waste Management for 7 years. The administration argued that IV Waste offered better service, new equipment, recycling, GPS tracking, and greater accountability. The majority of the city council approved it. Councilman Oliver Thomas was the only vote against it. We've since learned now from the legislative auditor that the city spent more than $59 million last year in sanitation services, while collecting only about $38 million in sanitation revenue. The auditor discovered something else that's almost unbelievable. The city may have been paying for pickups at thousands of addresses that were vacant, duplicated, or otherwise ineligible. Mayor Helena Moreno didn't simply inherit the problem, though. She was a member of the city council when it approved the IV Waste contract. And remember, only one councilman, Oliver Thomas, voted no. But that doesn't mean anyone could have foreseen the predicament that followed. And Mayor Moreno certainly deserves credit for confronting the sanitation deficit. But the people who approve major public contracts have an obligation to ask before casting their votes. What are we buying? Is there a less expensive way to get the job done? So, before City Hall asks taxpayers to pay more for garbage collection, it owes us an accounting of just how we ended up paying so damn much in the first place. This is Norman Robinson off the top.
Attention, WBOK listeners. Are you a fan of the station and want to show your support in style? Well, we've got some exciting news for you. Introducing the official WBOK merchandise, the perfect way to wear your love for the station. Whether you're a longtime listener or a new fan, we've got something for everyone. Head to WBOK1230.com now and grab your WBOK gear before it's gone. When you buy WBOK merch, you're not just getting quality items, you're supporting the station you love.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana communities through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation, please visit us at www.jazzandheritage.org.
Taking action to improve your health is within your reach. Ochsner Health, Johnson & Johnson, and the Abundant Life Tabernacle Full Gospel Baptist Church are hosting a men's health event 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Saturday, September 5th. Attend this important prostate cancer awareness event at Abundant Life Church, 1701 Franklin Avenue. Learn more about prostate health at no cost Saturday, September 5th. Be proactive. Stay healthy.
Did you hear the news? Dr. Clark's 101 The Living Classroom has a new time. Catch us now every Wednesday at noon. Same program, same great conversations. Just a new time. So catch Dr. Clark's 101 The Living Classroom this Wednesday and every Wednesday only on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. And I got somebody on the line, 504-582-9422. Good morning, Imari.
Hi, Mommy.
How are you?
I'm hot.
You're hot?
Yeah.
Why
I'm
are you
outside
hot?
on the quad.
Huh?
I'm outside on the quad.
Why are you outside on the quad in the heat?
Because I'm waiting for my class.
Ah. So, first week of class. Today is the last day of your first week. What's your perspective?
Yeah. My theater class, it's a lot of reading. My creative writing class is a lot of reading and writing. Math is pretty easy. And dance is just stuff I already know.
You said dance is something you already know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
So,
teaching me history that I already know.
okay. Well, that's good. See, it pays to send your kid to Kelly School of Dance. Registration now open.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, Cam
And
said,
it's
hey,
funny, I'm wearing a
niece.
Kelly shirt right now.
Huh?
I'm wearing a Kelly shirt right now.
Are you? Send me a picture.
Yeah.
Cam said, hey, niece.
Hey.
So, takeaways from your first week in college, what are they?
Know your boundaries and lock in on
Know your boundaries and what?
lock in on your boundaries.
Locking on your boundaries. Yeah. You never knew that was the lesson that I was trying to get you to activate in middle and high school, huh? But it's real now, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More real now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't study in your bed. Study in your desk or study somewhere that is not your dorm room. Because you will fall asleep.
Oh. Okay. Don't study in your bed.
Your dorm room.
Say what now?
I said, especially if your dorm room is cold.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fall asleep for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any parties going on this weekend that you're gonna go and hit?
Probably not, because I have a whole to-do list to do.
You have a whole to-do list. What's on this to-do list?
Read some more, and read even more. Write, and then I have to do math, and then I have to study.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you are actually doing the things that college students should be doing, which is doing the work to graduate. Because, yeah, that's why we going.
You're
We're going
not
to
going to
graduate.
college to party. You're not paying all this money to go party and have fun. You're paying
Correct.
to learn.
Have some fun, but yeah, don't let that be your main objective. For sure.
Indeed.
So what time's class start?
12.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear you. I miss you a lot. I have so many stories to tell you. It's been an adventure this week without you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Y'all just having fun without me.
Well, I mean, you're not here. What are we supposed to do?
Nothing.
No. Did we do nothing when CJ went to school?
No.
No. So we're not going to do nothing because you're at school. Well, do well. We'll check in and let me know when your program makes it there.
Okay.
All right.
I love you, Mommy.
I love you too,
I
baby.
miss you.
I miss you a lot. This is separation anxiety. The longest you've ever been away from our house is staying over by your grandmother's house. That's the longest you've ever been away. So yes, I'm having a bit of separation anxiety myself. I miss you a lot.
I miss you too, Mom.
But go be great.
I will.
All right. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later on.
Alrighty. Love you, Mom.
Love you too, baby. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my little baby. What I'm going to do? Lord, help me. 504-582-9422. Hey, Anita. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. That was so touching.
I miss
I
my
felt the love.
girl.
I felt the love. I felt the love.
Good. Well, what's
I
going on
felt
today? How
the
you
love.
doing?
Listen, I'm great, great. Listen, I don't know if y'all know. Well, y'all know about the March on Washington today, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there was a post. A friend of mine, my granddaughter's aunt, they was all ready to go, pay for the buses. The buses canceled.
Oh.
Throughout the country, all the buses canceled for them not to go on this march for today.
Was
Yeah.
it one particular company?
I don't know, but she just saying the buses was canceled throughout, everywhere that, now these people can't get their money back. They're scrambling to get out here to Washington. Yeah, she posted it on Facebook and she, like she was exhausted. Everybody don't have plane money. Like, she just could get on a plane and go. Everybody wasn't prepared for that. They paid their money to get on these buses, but the buses was canceled. Like yesterday.
What?
And they were ready to leave out.
Do you know the company?
I can find out. I will find out.
Find out.
Yeah.
Because what?
Yeah, at the last minute, and it was throughout the, United States where whoever was going to this march, the buses was canceled. Just like that.
Yeah, I need some more information about what's going on with that. And of course, it's time to get the people involved because if you paid already, somebody has to be held accountable for that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But they kind of know who's behind all of this and who's pulling the
the levers behind the
the
scenes.
rugs from under them just to keep their mouth shut, from them not to make their appearance.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
If you can't, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send it to you on her face page.
Okay. Okay.
And you could see what she's talking about.
Absolutely.
All
Send that to
right.
me and I'm gonna look through it. Well, you be
All
safe
right,
out
so
there.
you too, and I could feel you. So try to enjoy yourself a little bit this weekend as well, and tell CJ happy birthday. Well, there you go. CJ could take your mind off it a little bit.
Yeah, CJ and I are gonna do a lot. CJ has a
Yeah,
busy
there you go.
weekend, but yeah, that's funny that she wants me to not do nothing when we absolutely did all the things when CJ went to school. So no, CJ, myself, and Kamar, we're gonna celebrate him. We're actually gonna do a little mini bar crawl because he's gonna be 21. So I look forward to
Ooh.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. He'll enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell him to enjoy his birthday.
I will tell him that.
All right. Y'all have a good week.
You
and
too.
blessed
Have a great
weekend.
weekend and be safe.
Yes, you too.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Are y'all okay? Because remember this whole rhetoric about make America great again? Are y'all great yet? Because it don't seem great to me. It seems a little lame. And it seems like the people who thought they were going to benefit the most are not. So, yikes. Number here is 504-582-9422. And Josh, I pretend to be a lot harder than I actually am. But that's the job, I guess, being on the air. But for the most part, my baby is my kids really are a huge staple for me. Not to the point that I can't function if something is going poorly with them, but when my kids are happy and they're content, I am happy and content. So if that makes me soft, okay, I'll be soft for them. But yeah, I miss my kid. I miss her a lot. Mainly because I was telling Dom during the commercial break that like Imari, when I say she's my Velcro baby, and I don't know if you all are familiar with the term of Velcro baby and what it means. A Velcro baby is an informal term for an infant or toddler who strongly prefers constant physical closeness and fusses or cries immediately when put down. Imari's been like that her entire life with me, but it's okay. I was telling Dom that Imari has been rolling with me, literally dancing with me since I was pregnant with her. I was teaching at Kelly School of Dance. I had gone back to teaching there in 2006. I want to say CJ might have been 9 months at the time when I went back. And by the end of that year, I was pregnant with Imari. So I literally have been dancing with her entire life. Her entire life. And because she's done the art or part of the arts that I do, we shared a lot of that time together. So this is a huge adjustment for me and her. And I am doing my best not to hover because I do want her to have all the experiences. But I also don't want her to feel like I'm abandoning her either while she's in this space of growing up. So it's a balance. And it's tricky because I've never not been with her. So, but keeping in mind that she is an adult, a baby adult, but an adult nonetheless, some of these lessons she does have to learn. But if I can cushion any of the blow of keeping her from being harmed or being hurt, I'm going to do that. Definitely going to do that. So, yes, I miss my little stank. I miss her big, but I know she's doing great. And then I have such an awesome family and unit of community who have already started making plans for them to go and spend time with her. One of my cousins, Paparan, is going to spend the weekend with her, and just cause he wanted to go see about his baby. And I am so grateful and full of gratitude for having a village that operates that way. Yeah. Because if I keep talking, I'm gonna cry about it. Anyway, Lori, you say you didn't hear laundry. She's actually been washing clothes throughout the week. She is very domesticated in terms of taking care of household things. They both are. When we were experiencing COVID, I took that as an opportunity to teach them things like cooking. Both of them can cook. And I mean cook. Like make gumbo and make stuffed peppers. They've done the prep work for it for me for years, but they also have let's see. They did the prep work for years, but then during COVID, they had to learn how to do some of those things independently and standalone. And I'm grateful that I did that when I did that because it came right on time for college and I didn't have to go out of the way to make sure that they could take care of themselves. Like I don't have to worry about them going or having to be in relationships with people because they don't know how to feed themselves. I don't have to worry about them I don't know, hanging on to things or people just because they don't know how to take care of themselves. So yeah, all of that. I love it. I miss them. But yes, T Green, I have to let them fly, but be close at the same time. Period. That is exactly what I'm trying to maintain here for sure. Josh, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Lord have mercy. I'm hovering over CJ because I won't let Miss Margaret be with him for nothing. Listen, CJ don't need Miss Margaret. He does not. Him and his friend girl, and yeah, they all right. They okay. Everybody's handling their business while moving forward with their lives. So shut up, Josh. I'm gonna take this break. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. It's what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Mostly sunny today, but we do have a chance to see a few spotty showers for the afternoon. Again, most of us will end up staying dry, nothing like what we saw for Thursday. Hikes for today, 88 to 91, pretty close to average for this time of the year. A couple of spotty showers as we get to our Saturday as well. Highs also into the upper 80s, lower 90s. And then we're expecting better rain chances by Sunday. From the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Reshaw.
What can a nation with the blues learn from a blues people? Black America has a lot to say, especially given the current condition of our country. Every weekday afternoon, one show creates a space for us to be heard. It's the Tavis Smiley Show, weekdays, 1 to 4 p.m. on WBOK. Real people, real talk, real issues, real solutions, politics, culture, community, the conversations that matter most to you, hosted by me, Tavis Smiley. So tune in to the Tavis Smiley Show, 1 to 4 p.m. weekdays right here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about.
Climate Hope NOLA presents this month's climate keyword, adaptation. Climate adaptation means preparing our communities for stronger storms, hotter days, flooding, and rising water. That means planting trees, restoring wetlands, protecting homes, and helping families recover stronger after disasters. In New Orleans, resilience is part of who we are and how we survive. Learn more, stay informed, and take action with Climate Hope NOLA. Visit Team Hope NOLA on Instagram to learn more.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Losing a loved one is tough enough. Do you really want your family dealing with court battles and paperwork on top of it?
Whether you choose a will or a trust, think ahead. Take care of your family. Let them focus on healing instead of headaches. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Extended through Labor Day, Louisiana residents get half off general admission to the National World War II Museum. Take advantage of 50% off and beat the summer heat at New Orleans' #1 attraction. Don't wait. Plan your visit at nationalworldwar2museum.org.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. This is our final segment of this Free Your Mind Friday on this Friday, August 28th, 2026. Woo! Week 3 of school is done. I really had a great week. I really enjoyed my students. We are learning so much together. They don't even know the lessons that they're teaching me right now, but we are having a good time. And yesterday we had a little bit of girl talk before we got out of class. And boy, I tell you, we all right with the future. All we have to do is hold on because these kids, they get it and they are making sure that they are letting their voices be heard. I hope that more of connections between teenagers and elders is the gap is closed. It's closed quickly because lessons from grandparents are like no other because they've seen a time that you'll never see again. And even if you don't have children, foster foster a grandchild because the wisdom is needed, right? But we need the open communication, the intergenerational conversation, and everybody deserves respect. Their ideas deserve respect. Even if you don't agree, they deserve respect. And once we get to the point that everybody's voice is respected and protected, most definitely we can see a lot more progress and not just in the Black community but in communities period. Anita, do I teach elementary school? I tutor elementary school students. I actually teach high school kids, but I do have a few clients that I tutor that are elementary school age. So if you're interested in that, of course holla at Jared. He'll pass along my information and we can get you started. But yeah, I have a 5th grader, I have a 3rd grader, and I have a 6th grader that I'm working with right now. And I don't advertise anymore because I have a lot of stuff going on. But if it's something that that's workable and I can assist and eventually hand off to the parents and grandparents to maintain, I am working with a few families right now to help. So yes, I hope that answers your question. I was with one of my kiddos yesterday after class, and again, I really do enjoy teaching. I do need to finish this nursing degree, but I knew that I was not going to be able to complete it with my faculties in good condition because of all of the uh sadness I was dealing with when my dad passed. And you guys watched me grieve, and some days are heavier than others, but since I have been able to get it out, I feel a lot better. People around me feel and can see that I feel a lot better. And I'm re-entering spaces that I had been in before that I definitely abandoned because I just could not I could not be a good human in those spaces when my emotions were all over the place. So now I feel pretty good. I'm gonna give myself like maybe 6 months, 6 to 8 months before I get back in school. Cause yeah, BS in science, and I wish they would change that acronym. Um, Master of Arts in Teaching, and we're going to get that BSN on the end of it because I feel as if a lot of the issues that we face in our community are health related and not enough people are qualified to have the conversation or care enough to have the conversation. I care enough, but I'm working on the qualification to be able to share the ideas and the desires I have for our community. But yeah, stay tuned, y'all. Your girl got stuff going and it's all really good. There's some other projects that I'm gonna have some people come on and talk about some things that I do in the community and how you can get involved. We have a bunch of opportunities to do good and cause less harm reduction. We, we we need to be on that train, and we can't do it while we are pointing fingers at other people saying that you're a sinner when we're all sinners, or highlighting to people that basically they're not good enough to be cared for and cared about. We got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. And keep in mind that when you make things hard for one group of people, eventually that's going to find its way to you. So let's be better. Let's do better. Let's work toward better. And you don't have to do it alone. Uncle Graylin for years has been saying find a group of like-minded people and then press on. I feel like more people need to be on the train, but hey, we're going to roll with who's there for sure. I'm trying to be great out in these streets, and I have some more greatness that I want to share because I have quite a few opportunities to add some young people to a few of the projects that we're working on. And we really need to do our best to make sure that young people get opportunities to spread their wings and fly too. We don't need to die with the secrets. We don't need to die with the knowledge. Share with them so they can make the impact that we were unable to finish. Well, y'all, that's my time. Thank you for giving us 3 hours of your life that you will never get back. And thank you for participating in the conversation that we have had over this past week and today. Remember to practice random acts of kindness and do something nice with somebody else because it's a nice thing to do. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. And we're going to see y'all on the flip. Bye.